Renowned educator and YouTuber Vikas Divakriti, the founder of Drishti IAS, has today found himself once again under the intense public scrutiny at the heart of the controversy of the deaths of 3 young UPSC aspirants. Previously, a controversial remark
कि हे सीते, अगर तुम्हें लगता है कि युद्ध मैंने तुम्हारे लड़ा है तो तुम्हारी गलतफहमी है। युद्ध तुम्हारे नहीं लड़ा है, युद्ध अपने कुल के सम्मान के लिए लड़ा है। और रही तुम्हारी बात, जैसे कुत्ते द्वारा चाटे जाने के बाद घी भोजन योग्य नहीं रहता है, वैसे तुम अब मेरे योग्य नहीं हो।
This man had sparked the hashtag #BanDrishtiIAS. Now, in the wake of the tragic deaths of 3 UPSC aspirants at Rao's IAS study circle on July 27th last week, this man's IAS coaching academy Drishti IAS is facing a major crackdown for operating illegal basement classes. We want you to have a look at the condition of the academy run by this affluent coach, hero and cult of a sort that he wants to attain his status as among the UPSC students. Let's have a look at the comments, sharp and piercing, by the students.
विकास सर अपने लाइमलाइट की दुनिया से निकल नहीं पा रहे हैं, बच्चों को रियलिटी ग्राउंड लेवल पर नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं। बस उन्हें अपने बिजनेस से मतलब है कि हमारा बिजनेस का टर्नओवर आज 200 करोड़ रुपए का 2024 ईयर फाइनेंशियल ईयर में है, तो हमारा 2025-26 के फाइनेंशियल ईयर में मुझे उसे 800 करोड़ रुपया का करना है। बट उन्हें बच्चों की नॉर्म्स पे, फायर एंड सेफ्टी डिपार्टमेंट पे, यहाँ की बिल्डिंग की स्थिति पे उन्हें कुछ भी ध्यान नहीं है। उन्हें मतलब ही नहीं है कि यहाँ बच्चों कैसे तकलीफ ले रहे हैं।
बेसमेंट में कभी भी नहीं जो अलाउ होता है वो होता है स्टोरेज के लिए या पार्किंग के लिए, लेकिन ये लोग धोखे से उसमें क्या हुआ लाइब्रेरी चला रहे थे। चूंकि बंदों के होता है, स्टूडेंट क्या होता है वो 2.5 लाख 3 लाख फीस देकर के वहाँ जा रहा है, उनकी सेफ्टी के लिए वहाँ पे जीरो इंतजाम है। दृष्टि की खुद कोचिंग है, 1000 से ज्यादा बच्चे नेहरू बिहार में उस बेसमेंट में पढ़ते हैं, जिसकी हालत खुद जर्जर है।
मास्टर प्लान ऑफ दिल्ली है 2021 का, उसका क्लॉज है 15.9 करके, जिसमें होता है कि मिश्रित संपत्ति में आप यूज कर रहे हैं जिसका कि इन्होंने टैक्स नहीं भर रखा है। अब टैक्स स्टूडेंट तो देखेगा नहीं फीस जमा करते वक्त भैया कि तुम जमा कर रहे हो कि नहीं कर रहे हो, वो तो जमा करना इनका ड्यूटी है। अब आजकल, अब मैं तो नाम सीधा लूंगा नहीं, बड़े बड़े लोग हैं, फिल्म बनानी है, फेम पानी है, यूट्यूब पर 8 घंटे का प्रवचन सुना देना है, पॉडकास्ट कर लेना है। अब बड़े बड़े नेता अभिनेताओं के साथ में फोटोज इंस्टाग्राम पे पोस्ट कर देने हैं। स्टूडेंट से पूछो, जितने भी स्टूडेंट दृष्टि में एडमिशन लेते हैं वो लोग मिलते हैं कभी 5 मिनट के लिए भी अगर मिल पाते हों।
इन्हीं इंस्टीट्यूट्स में हमको हिस्ट्री भी पढ़ाया जाता है और इन्हीं इंस्टीट्यूट्स में हमको गांधी, भगत सिंह, सुखदेव सबके बारे में पढ़ाया जाता है, और इनको ये लग रहा है कि ये चुप हो जाएंगे और हम इनके जो लेसन्स पढ़ाए थे वी विल नॉट गिव देम द टेस्ट ऑफ देयर ओन मेडिसिन, तो ये गलत है।
कोचिंग माफिया है, यहाँ लिंचिंग कर रहे हैं बच्चों का, कोई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं लेने वाला है। यहाँ पे मेरे साथ कुछ भी हो जाए, कोई भी घटना हो जाए, आग लगी थी। एक तो यहाँ सबसे बड़ी दिक्कत ट्रांसपेरेंसी नहीं है, जो भी होगा लाइट बंद करवा दो, पुलिस की गाड़ी आएगी उनकी एंट्री करवा दो।
देखिए, करीब दृष्टि के जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं यहाँ पर वर्धमान प्लाजा में, इसमें करीब 14,000 के आसपास स्टूडेंट्स हैं टोटल, और करीब 8 क्लासरूम है जो कि बेसमेंट में चलते हैं।
4 key issues on this man's Drishti IAS. First, Drishti's building is shaky, it has cracks. It has 8 unimaginable basement rooms which accommodates 600 to 800 students in every room. This, even as this man Vikas Divakriti charges more than rupees 1.5 lakh for his courses and has Drishti's faculty, as they say, the students say they come in swanky cars. That's number 2. The faculty comes in and arrives in swanky cars from Beamers to Audis to Mercedes, and then even asks the staff to open the doors or else they will return home. Third, he enjoys a celebrity status by posting his photos with celebrities or giving them interviews and statements on politicians, even as he himself violates the building bylaws as basic as 25 feet down basement and a smelly drain next to it. Fourth, he never appears at his center. He only does online coaching, but then he asks students to use his library in such conditions. Fifth, this man himself has made so many questions, so many controversial statements that people are worried if he is a spiritual preacher or an IAS tutor. He has questioned the reservation system, claiming it has loopholes, citing an example of a well-established family benefiting from SC/ST reservations. Imagine the gall that this man has. That's number one, the controversial statement. Second, he has often stepped beyond the role as a UPSC tutor. He has donned the hat of a love guru in his videos, advising students on the matter of hearts and their relations. In one clip, he once remarked, it's normal to fall in love at your age and lose sleep over it. But if you fall in love and don't lose sleep, then there is a problem. Such are the loose statements and controversial statements made by this man. Third, he's been predicting political future of various political leaders. Sometimes he wants Rahul Gandhi to become Prime Minister, sometimes he wants Arvind Kejriwal to become Prime Minister, sometimes he wants Yogi Adityanath to become Prime Minister as well. Fourth, he wants to appear in films, but then conveniently calls and degrades commentary on films like Animal, calling them vulgar and disrespectfully chasing the celebrities and the stars in these movies. Fifth, he has openly derided several chief ministers, including Yogi Adityanath, saying that he once hoped Yogi Adityanath would not become the chief minister, considering his strong religious background, making him unfit for political leadership. That's the kind of commentary that this man has made over the past few years. Now, at the heart of it, why we want to discuss this entire episode is students at these academies are calling the tragic deaths as murder. The reason why we want to discuss this entire case is because students are involved. And after all, if you remember the dialogue from the film Three Idiots, when Kareena Kapoor confronts and walks up to her father on the death of an engineer in the same college where he is a faculty, she also calls it a murder. Now that you have heard the comments of students, of people on the streets, we are going to discuss why this case doesn't do enough justice to bring accountability. Why? Question number one. The copy of the FIR only has so far accused Rao's IAS proprietors, its owner Abhishek Gupta, among others. Delhi police arrested him for sure, but then also arrested an SUV driver whose basic fault was that just he lost control and ran his car into the academy. The point is this: why haven't been MCD officials yet been named by the Delhi police in this probe? Did they do their job half and incomplete? Second question, what is the role of the MCD officials? Why did they just issue warning? Is the fault today because of the AAP rule MCD or the BJP rule MCD, which once was ruling the civic authorities, or because of the intervention or the lack of control that these authorities have due to their political masters?
ये साफ तौर पे एक मर्डर का केस है और सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई, चाहे वो दिल्ली सरकार के ऑफिशियल्स हैं, इलेक्टेड लोग हैं, एंड टू दैट सेंस is Miss Atishi not responsible for this?
The businessman has already been arrested, the owner of this business, Abhishek Gupta. But at the same time, what I'm trying to say is that Shaili Oberoi, the mayor of Delhi, she should be held for criminal negligence. She should be held for criminal negligence. The Chief Minister of Delhi should also be held for criminal negligence. This is an unpardonable act. As I said, this is not an accident. This is a clear murder.
what went unchecked in the past 15 years or in the last 1 year. Documents in possession of the New Indian of course reveal an embarrassing position for the MCD that has failed to discover these lapses, whichever party it may be. You can also see these documents on the screen as well. Third, can India bring regulation to put a cap on the coaching academy fees like school, college, tuition fees in India? Fourth, are there today provisions in India's UPSC to give licenses to such training academies that have begun to mushroom in every nook and corner of India? Can we bring such provisions and laws? Fifth is the most important question in this entire episode. How can we control men like Vikas Divyakriti, and also tutors like Shubhra Ranjan who indiscriminately bypass the democratic laws to take law into their hand by first achieving a cult status and then deriding the faith of millions of these country through these gullible students who want to score a high, who want to top and ace the UPSC exams and then become future leaders, who will control these errant men and women who want to take law into their hands. Do pour in your comments as we continue to bring a scrutiny on such people in the coming days as well on the New Indian.
For such fine news breaks and video features from ground on your mobile phones, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The New Indian, by clicking on the bell icon. Also, follow us on the social media handles on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and Co.